took the gravel road north out of Norris, and it was a really nice scenic drive for about 10 miles going back over to the North Meadow Road that way. It was hot in 83 degrees. It was hot for us, and it was very sunny when we arrived here at Sureshot Lake. We did some swimming and some fishing and lots of good food. So the fish are pretty small here, little brookies. They bite pretty easy, but it's a pretty lake. I mean, it's not a bad location to sit down and have some fishing before dinner. Haven't seen any real big ones even jumping. Most of them thus far have been maybe the 6-inch. The best, barely big enough to maybe keep. But there might be bigger ones in here. I just haven't seen any yet. Leaving camp from Upper Sureshot, there's Lower Sureshot Lake down there.
It's already warm and beautiful. We are on our way to what is known as the most difficult Jeep trail in Montana, the McKelvey. We have Ian and Marlena with us, and Caitlin and Sean and their kiddos, and Duke and Elisa and their doggies, and another friend of Ian's coming, Jessica, and their kids. Off for the adventure.
This is the trail beginning. This wide spot where you can turn around, and within 100 feet you'll start to see rocks, and then that is the reoccurring theme, is you will see rocks, and you will see rocks, and you will see rocks. My son's co-worker Kevin was driving a mostly stock JK. He did have 33-inch tires on it. He did have a few things that he'd done, but this really was his family's first time rock crawling ever. So we would stop, and our leaders would provide spotting for him and help him through some of these rock piles.
start turning. Is he on that side of that rock?
Just about. He's right. If he turns that way, he should climb it.
This way?
Let me get up.
Yep, sharp. Nice and slow. Keep going nice and slow.
Nice.
There we go. Alright, well, watch that tree. Might have to back up a little bit.
The front camera is mounted right about even the top of the bumper, so if you're wondering how I did that, let's just say bungee cords and tape.
Driver. Slightly. There you go.
Kevin did find himself getting hung up a lot right at first, but he got better as he went along. You kind of learn to drive on the rocks instead of trying to straddle them. Little tricks like that.
There you go. Come this way. Okay, stop.
All 4 Gladiators are running 37-inch tires. All different breeds and varieties of 37-inch tires, but we all have 37-inch tires in 2.5 to 3.5-inch lifts. The trail is almost entirely uphill. I know it's hard to see on video, but your nose is always almost pointed uphill, slightly uphill. Very few spots were level on the way up this trail.
What did I do?
Back it up a little bit, and when you come up, put that right
I
tire.
had it all the way up there.
Did you?
Yeah.
I kept it up there, I think, just a little longer than you. And so you ended up in a deeper spot on this rock. Will it back for you? Yeah, skid plate. Okay. This way. Yep. You're over it. Now you can straighten out and come right up.
Even if you're on big tires, you can get turtled on this trail.
Now you can straighten out and come right up.
Solomon.
Okay, stop. Gonna have to back and get the front one. Right now you're gonna climb right over the top. Yep.
bumpy.
It's pretty. So far, so good. This is particularly unbumpy section, but there are bumpies certainly coming.
So far, we haven't had much for mud. There is supposed to be a couple of mud holes on here, though, so we could be about to experience that. I don't know.
This is an all-new adventure.
First time in this mountain range. Camped last night, caught a bunch of fish at the lake.
Frogs.
Had a lot of fun with the kids, and today we're doing the McKelvey Trail, which by many standards is the hardest natural trail in Montana, meaning it wasn't made by men, it's just left to its own devices. We found some good rock piles so far, so it's been fun.
Random large boulders in the center of the trail are just kind of part of this trail. All the way up, you'll just come across some boulders sitting in the middle of the trail.
That's your trust.
These bridges were made by the clubs. The Forest Service said the road was going to be closed till the bridge were fixed, and the clubs raised the money and built this bridge. A lot of hard work and effort and fundraising went on to build this bridge. But it's a nice bridge over a beautiful creek.
We did very little rock stacking, but occasionally we found the JK in a position where we needed to get him some clearance because the pumpkin just wasn't going to clear.
Alright.
Always watch the person in front of you. You never know when they have to back up. You always give them room. I hate when I'm off-roading and somebody has their bumper right on the back of my Jeep because I might have to come back or fall off a rock. Always give the person in front of you some room. And also, the other thing it does is you can actually see what's in front of you if you're not looking in their back window, and you can actually see the road. Duke and Elisa, we didn't get many videos of them because they were taking up the rear of the trail, and here we got a video of them.
built. This is the second bridge that they built. All I say is good job to all those who worked on this. It takes a lot of effort and a lot of money, and all those who donated. It's nice bridges.
All the noise you hear ahead was a group that was digging out a quad that we were soon to find a giant mud hole at the top of this hill. And apparently they'd been stuck. They had 2 or 3 dirt bikes, one side by side and one quad. And it looked like after spending the morning digging and slugging around, they were all turning around and going out. Ian dove right in, had to see what the water was like.
Might want to winch, huh?
Yeah, it's a mess.
Straight ahead.
Just a wee bit.
You got one stuck.
Oh, it's okay. It was like think about it. Take in this part, so you don't think about this way. Jesus Christ, dog! You are so getting it back when we get home. You're dead.
She goes, no, I'm going to ride in the car. He's going to get the Jeep out. It's winching out right now.
I have a feeling we're just going to get just as stuff.
You're going.
Huh?
You're going.
Yeah. That is deep.
Yeah. Yeah, they were buried in this one.
I think we'll be able to get through. Huh? Does he have a winch or anything? Or he's winching out right now, I think.
He's winching, yeah.
Think you can get through there, Joey? Yeah.
No, we're she was trying to walk back to these kids and freaking felt like
Yeah, look at this. I'm getting it on video, man.
We were talking to the guy.
It's a Hulk impersonated.
Oh, you're good.
This crowd that's starting to show up is actually from a Jeep club that is coming up to fix this section. It sounds like it's been broke for a week or so. All these logs are supposed to be in the mud hole in a way that actually has a rhyme and a reason, not just tossed everywhere. So they're back to put it together.
No, it's sloppy.
Okay, straight, straight.
Hold on.
The ticking is my tires rubbing. I have non-Rubicon fenders, so even with a lift, my tires are up. And now we have two vehicles across.
So, Kevin, I can clear out my back seat. We can put your three of you in my back seat.
I think Duke's going to turn around. I probably will too.
Oh, okay.
As soon as you get through.
That
Sean and Caitlin want to go forward though.
do they?
We were planning to camp up there anyway, so
Okay.
it's just a couple miles sooner. We're just sneak by.
Okay.
Although once they get the logs pulled out, that's going to make it sure you can bomb through there without that.
All right. Well, we'll get Sean through, I guess, huh?
Traps there.
Okay, get out of the mud.
Nice leg. Look at that.
Stay out.
It will be when it slides over and runs you over.
What are you running over the tree for?
Do you guys have a blanket? A floor mat? You got a steel cable. I was just thinking we should throw something over it, just in case. When you get tension on it, I'll put it on it. Oh, needs to be engaged. Did you engage it? Okay. Just keep winching. I think you got a log caught underneath. It's metal cable. Start turning that way a little bit. Okay, that's enough. Yeah.
Oh my God. Nice.
We had to say our see you laters. My advice to Ian was that he was going downhill as he turned around, and just give it a little gas and he probably wouldn't even have to get his winch back out. And that's the way it worked.
Love you, Ian.
Love you too.
Wow.
I had the intent of making one long video, but my computer started crashing the more I was compiling, so that's just the way I have to do it. I'm going to have to make this a part 1 and part 2, so I hope you stick around for part 2.